Crypto job cuts continue even as crypto prices stabilize. Welcome to the Daily Forkast June the 22nd, 2022. I'm Joel Flynn. Crypto exchange Vauld says market conditions have forced them to fire dozens. Bitcoin prices have found some footing though. Here is what's making headlines from Asia to the world.
Join thousands of NFT traders who already start their day on CryptoSlam.
We start with yet more crypto layoffs. Singapore-based exchange Vauld is cutting 30% of its workers, around 60 people. Most of the company's employees are based in India. Those losing their jobs will get some short-term compensation. Executive pay is also getting cut in half. In a statement, Vauld co-founder and CEO Darshan Bahija said market condition uncertainties and the economic slowdown were behind the move. Vauld, of course, joins Coinbase, Bybit, Gemini, and Crypto.com in making recent job cuts. Meanwhile, Cardano's Vasil upgrade has been delayed. The mainnet hard fork was supposed to take place on June 29th. It's now been pushed back to late July. Several bugs still need to be fixed, according to the project team, who claimed none were severe. Charles Hoskinson is CEO of the development company that runs the Cardano blockchain. He said after Terra Luna, the stakes have never been higher.
I gave a directive to a lot of the engineers to say we should probably measure 3 times and cut once, given the nature of things. And so additional tests were added in the Plutus suite, and additional work was done for QA above and beyond what we normally do for hardware.
Vasil is supposed to improve Cardano's performance by allowing more transactions per second, but Cardano's price fell after the announcement. It was trading at 47 US cents at 10 a.m. Hong Kong time today. Elsewhere though, crypto prices have remained robust overnight, with the dogs in particular having their day. Shiba has been soaring up some 25% into Monday morning Asia time before falling back slightly. Meanwhile, Doge gained up to 9%. Both have seen big jumps since Elon Musk tweeted on Sunday he would keep supporting Dogecoin. Bitcoin and Ethereum, meanwhile, remained stable after recovering from last week's historic falls, and in particular over the weekend. They were trading at a little over 20,000 and $1,000 respectively as of 11 a.m. Hong Kong time. Global crypto market cap remains under the $1 trillion mark though, which is where we've been for over a week now. Do make sure you head to our website Forkast.News for the latest on market action. In the midst of the market meltdown, one of the world's largest NFT events continues today. NFT NYC is holding its 4th annual meeting, even as some of the world's biggest projects have come under big pressure. Let's chat more about what's going on in the NFT space with CryptoSlam's Johan Kalpu. Great to have you with us, Johan, as always.
Thanks for having me, Joel. Great to be here.
All right, let's start with a look at BAYC. Bored Ape floor prices falling hard last week. We have recovered somewhat since then, but give us your take on what's going on in that market.
Well, the price action for apes is at a crossing point right now, I believe, with NFT NYC going on, with the 2nd annual Ape Fest going on right now. There could be some catalyst coming out of that. We are seeing some allegations being made against the apes with a video that was released and a new collection that was put out. I'm not sure 100% about the accuracy of the allegations, but any controversy like that is a catalyst for a price action down or up. So I guess one of the things to look for is, are people still using BAYC as their profile picture? Are people who are significant celebrities or people in the industry that pride themselves by putting up their BAYC pictures, are they removing them? So I think that's probably a good indicator of whether or not the BAYC floor price will hold. Again, 98 ETH or 90 ETH is a lot, so BAYC continuously has to justify those floor prices. So it'd be an interesting time, again, to see what the future holds on that.
CryptoPunks, meanwhile, outperforming. What's different about these NFTs? Why are punk prices looking a little more robust, in your opinion?
CryptoPunks is just one of those collections that just can't ever do any wrong because of their historical significance and the fact that they're viewed as a safe haven in the industry for PFPs. It's just one of those collections that probably will always have a high floor price, and they don't really have to do anything. There's no IP rights, or maybe there is. There's always changing and fluctuations by the owner of the IP rights. What people do with their Punk PFP, what kind of exclusive access they get, what memberships they get. It's all kind of, I would say, doesn't really matter. It's just a PFP, and punks are the epitome of just having a PFP. Similar to other memes, PFPs like MFers. There is nothing behind them other than just a meme, just a PFP. It's just art. So punks kind of like benefit from that, and we'll see. In times where NFTs collectors don't know where to put their money, they go to safe havens, and that's where CryptoPunks did.
Listen, the sellings also put plenty of pressure, in particular on institutional investors. There were reports a fund linked to Three Arrow Capital called Starry Night Capital is selling its high-priced NFT collection. What are your thoughts on that?
I believe Starry Night Capital is Vincent Van Doe's fund. I follow him on Twitter. He's doing quite well collecting some of the grails that he normally collects. I see him now collecting Tezos art. I see him collecting, continuing to collect rare Pepes, continuing to collect art blocks and things like that. So I'm not sure too much about the movements, but I would assume that it's just a normal kind of reshuffling of his portfolio. He's very much still an NFT bull, and I see him on his feed still collecting, so I wouldn't put too much weight into that.
All right, Johan, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Joel. Pleasure as well.
Okay, turning to regulation now, and a big step forward for crypto in Australia. BTC Markets has become the first crypto firm to receive an Australian Financial Service License, or an AFSL. Licenses aren't actually needed to run crypto exchanges down under, but having one now means BTC Markets can offer advice and deal in financial products. BTC Markets says that means it can better bridge the gap between crypto and traditional finance. And finally, there is just 8 days to go until Forkast's next Crypto Rising livestream event, The Future of Stable Coins. Forkast's editor-in-chief Angie Lau will be joined by some of the top names in the space. They'll be talking, of course, about the race against time that regulators are facing in the wake of Terra's spectacular collapse. Do not miss it. It's going to be vital. You can sign up at Forkast.News and make sure you join us on June 30th. There's also more there on today's top stories. Do make sure you also check out our Twitter as well for the latest updates at Forkast_news. That is it though for today's Daily Forecast from Asia to the world. I'm Forkast's Joel Flynn. I'll see you next time.